Good morning, Geekdom. It is time for the fastest live stream west of the Mississippi. Primetime Geek Speak. With me, the artisanmc, and this dumbass riding over the line. Pick a lane. Like, share, subscribe, support the stream if you feel so inclined. How y'all doing today? I know you thought it was over, but we gotta have one more little bitty talk. Pearl adjacent. So, shout out to Ilongo. What up? What up, though? Akoteki. Yeah. Oh, we go straight to the danger room. Yeah, we gotta go straight to the danger. Straight to the danger. What up, package man? No one. I left a message in the comments section when you asked about the song that I used for your interest the other day. I left a link for the song in there and named the song. It was a special delivery. My Puff Daddy. Special delivery remix. My Puff Daddy. So I woke up this morning late because I was up late last night, just thinking and ruminating on shit like I do. And two things happened when I woke up this morning. One, I left the computer on. So I'm listening to people's stupid ass conversations where they don't understand that some of these new people who have blown up in the geek sphere are political activists, ex-radio show host, ex-conservative radio show host, and they get a lot of goddamn traction. While when they leave, like, you don't even know who the fuck these people are, do you? Say one of the things I'm good at is voices. I'm good at faces, and I'm good at voices. Recognizing a person, excuse me, learning their name, recognizing their face, and learning their name by recognizing their voice. Very good ear for that shit. These people were conservative radio show hosts. They have big platforms in the geek sector talking about geek shit. All of a sudden, that's where they found a second job after the pandemic. It's really troublesome to me because they keep steering popular opinion with their bent. Like, I told Dr. T and BGS it was going to be interesting. I told you guys last Sunday. It's going to be interesting to watch all the pale geeks on YouTube, how they pivot this Jonathan Majors stuff. How they pivot. What up, AB? I actually did this stream just because of AB. I actually did this stream just because of AB. I'll get to it in a second. So it's really interesting the way they pivot, and they keep trying to make, even though the report came out, Jonathan Majors was arrested on assault. Even though the report came out the same day, on recanted their statement, there's video, there's witness reports. Motherfuckers still trying to hang that on them, like, well, it's black eye for Disney and it's this, that, and the other. Like, say you don't like the nigga. God damn. Just say you don't like the nigga. And you need this. I've watched people absolutely fucking giddy talking about the Jonathan Majors situation. And still trying to hang that on because they're telling you right up front, oh, this is just going to follow him forever. Shut up. Your bitch asses. What's going to follow him? They do the same thing that the newspaper articles do. Don't mention shit about the woman. And throwing accusations, not even accusations, fucking their editorial supposition in there, like, well, he could have paid her. They said she recanted. Now, nobody's asked the question if he could have paid her or not. Why would he have to pay her? He ain't that big of a fucking star. He ain't no star like that. He ain't been there that long. Get the fuck out of here. These motherfuckers, boy, they throw that shit in there for the people who do not read articles, who do not listen critically or read critically to news reports. So they throw their own editorialization in there, and you think that's part of what the conversation is. They're not listening to a conversation. They're telling you what the conversation is, what they want the conversation to be. Let's get a lot of traction on Twitter. What? Did we decide Twitter wasn't a real place? Shout out to Dave Chappelle. That is not a real place. And nobody gives a fuck what a bunch of assholes on Twitter have to say. They just wait for the next thing to be pissed off about. Get the hell out of here, dude. These motherfuckers drive me nuts. Just really drive me nuts because it's so slanted. It's obvious. It's like walking uphill. Like, they wasn't liking Jonathan Majors, and they can't hide a smile when they talking about this shit. Oh, this is the black guy for Disney. Gives a fuck about Disney right now. This man's whole career can be thrown under the bus from a chick allegedly being assaulted and allegedly lying to bring them boys on the black man that she dated, his girlfriend. Now here's the funny part about this whole developing story that they just try to, speed run over, is the fact, if you read the current articles, Jonathan Majors was the one who called the police. He's the one who called them. Out in the street. Called the motherfuckers. And what happened? It's the fuck I told you when I reported on the story initially. Police showed up. They took somebody into custody. I listened to one of these goofy motherfuckers saying, oh, that's not a law. That's not how that works. Nigga, have you ever been in that situation? Yes, the fuck it is how it works. You goddamn idiot. But he's saying that to incriminate Jonathan Majors. That's the only reason to say the shit. And let's just make it clear. When I say nigga a lot of times, when I'm pissed off, I do not mean somebody black. I mean an ignorant motherfucker. Because that's what a nigga is to me. An ignorant motherfucker. Just like a bitch means an unruly female or an ignorant fucking female. I was so pissed when I saw that shit. I was like, God damn, dude. Oh my goodness. They really just trying to tar and feather. They really just trying to tar and feather. Digital witch mob. Like, holy shit. Two untrue statements come out of the same camp on the same report. Minimizing the actual facts of the report, but throw their editorialization in there to try to hype it up as something else so they can get another rotation out of it. That's why I tell you, you have to understand who these people are that you're listening to before you start repeating their shit. You have to understand who they are. And I'm not saying you don't have to believe they take on it after you do, but you need to understand who you are listening to and understand their slang. That's one of the things that's missing from that younger generation. You never learn to listen critically. You don't listen to people who don't agree with you. You try to shout them down, and you don't listen critically and ask questions of the people you do listen to. Fuck. Told you, every situation you'll see motherfuckers sheet show. You will. Every one of you. Just look at it. Just pay attention to it. And I'm not talking about what you think you heard them say. Listen to the words coming out of their mouth. Every one of them. I have the problem that I'm really visual. I don't just hear the words coming out of people's mouth. I fucking see them. So you're not breaking that up for me and throwing your own personal bullshit in it. Oh, hell no. Caught that a mile off. Goofy ass. Watch these one motherfuckers use that empty picture on their stream. Ain't a person on that fucking panel black. But they throwing that picture of Jonathan Majors up there with the pink fur coat on from Ebony Magazine like they read Ebony Magazine. The last, triggering hot button issue that was out there in the space that they pull up to use now. And I'm like, what do you, boy, the man had a pink fur coat on with his chest bare and a pair of jeans on. Oh, that's effeminate. That wasn't the effeminate picture. Assholes. These motherfuckers right here, dude, they cannot resist it. They joke with so much glee to be on this shit. That's what you get. You just have to pay attention. That's it. All you have to do is pay attention and ask questions. That's it. Oh, and shut your fucking mouth and actually listen. Don't listen with your feeling ears. Listen with your analytical, masculine, logical ears. What the fuck did they just say? Oh, run that back. Let me make sure I heard them exactly what they just said. Yep, they on that bullshit. Now, he called the police. And with them showing up, they decide, oh, you got enough evidence to take him to jail. Well, why? He called him. Hasn't Dr. T reported on that same thing? That same mentality? Man called the police on his girlfriend for assaulting him. Police showed up and shot his ass. Or took him to jail. Like, I called you. Yeah, but I don't know. Somebody got to go. Shout out to Robin Harris. R.I.P. Fuck out of here. But you let the white boys talk about it, throwing that shit in. No, that doesn't happen. To you, motherfucker. You don't know what the hell you talking about. Right? Because you're supposed to be upstanding members of the community. So how the fuck would you know anyway? You don't have the same interaction with police. You motherfuckers can jump out the car with a gun and a bloody shirt talking shit, and they'll still try to talk you down. Take you in alive. Motherfucker like me get rolled up on by the cops. If I give them a little lip like, why are you even bothering me? I'm going to get some face plants. I'm going to catch some face plants. I told y'all this story before, I believe, that I got pulled over in the middle of the night on a fucking bicycle riding from the comic shop home. Pulled over by a female Latina cop. That was giving me shit because from 2 miles down the road, she wants to say I cut through a police access going across the road. And now she want to pull me over and try to pull her little dick out. Oh, you trying to stare me down? Bitch, what is you talking about? You got these goddamn lights in my face. I'm looking at you. But what did I get? some big ass flat top white boy walking up on my fucking 3 o'clock, cracking his necks and loosening his arms. Like, nigga, what the fuck is you doing? What are you doing? Waiting to get into a wrestling match? I'm standing here on a fucking bicycle. Oh, you can't ride your bike with your headphones on. Motherfucker, you didn't know I had my headphones on till you stopped me. Get the fuck out of here. That's a police interaction. Waiting for an opportunity to get a little workout in. Oh, you look like somebody that there was a shooting that happened over in Crescent Park. All y'all that know Richmond know where Crescent Park is. I'm over on San Pablo. They think I rode from Crescent Park the opposite goddamn direction to go towards Crescent Park to get home. That sounds so fucking stupid. Stop wasting my goddamn time. Bitches in blue. Yeah, come on, say what? Yeah, that's what she was on. She was on a power trip. And trying to antagonize me into having altercations on her and her homeboy. You have a little fun kicking a nigga's ass they call slipping in. Stupid shit. But these goofballs on the panel talking about, oh no, some people say that the police just got to pick up somebody when they show up for domestic violence. That doesn't happen. What the fuck you talking about? Or you being hella disingenuous to just try to throw some more tar and paint it on this Negro. So, like I've told you, I will be watching this developing story to see how they keep painting this shit. He stands to lose. Look, we got to talk about the Army pulling his ass. They pulled his ass Saturday. They pulled it Saturday. And that's common affair nowadays when you wrapped up in some allegation. These motherfuckers talking about like it's facts. Look, like I told y'all Sunday, you ain't got to like it. You ain't got to like them. But you need to know what the fuck they're saying. And you do not know what the hell they're saying if you don't listen to them. You have to listen. You have to be critical. Because then you know what kind of bullshit they are. Then you know. It is not prophetic. It's not a surprise. You did your due diligence and did your scouting report. Shout out to Donnie Mack. You did your scouting report. Now, the other thing was funny. I spent some time listening to someone that I really can't stand their voice sometimes because they bloviate too goddamn much. Too damn much. And what did I do? I did my due diligence and listened to Obsidian interviewing Pearl. And listening to her apology. Because he played it on his show. Now, I have to go back and listen to the rest of it because I did fall asleep on that shit because I was up late listening to the whole fucking stream and every shucking and jiving motherfucker that jumped up there that's called himself a content creator in this space. They wanted some time with the Pearl. And I heard some of the most belligerent shit. It's like, nigga, you are embarrassing. You are fucking embarrassing. And it don't matter if they got a bigger channel than me. They sounded fucking embarrassing up there. Asking questions about all this other shit that don't fucking matter. Even she had to sit up there and say, what was the question? Because it wasn't one. The motherfuckers was up there bloviating. Just trying to get some clicks and views on their channel because they said they was next to you. I was on the panel with Pearl. Talking about some shit that's completely unrelated to the conversation at hand. Self-promotion. That's one of the things I fucking hate about this shit. So why you see me go on other people's channels, I do not promote my channel. I know you're supposed to. I don't. Unless the host asks me or tell me, yeah, go ahead, plug your shit. Okay. Other than that, I don't get up there doing that. I think it's in bad taste. I think it's pushing somebody off their soapbox so you can get up there and start butter dancing. Add to the conversation. Not just try to add to your subscriber count. Focus on that. Let that be the reason you're there and not the obvious thing. No, you're just there because you want to be seen because this is where all the eyeballs are right now. Jesus fucking Christ. Then you actually have nothing to add to this conversation. Yeah, it's called manners. Jesus Christ. But that's just me. Not everybody else. It's just me. I've had discussions about this before because I'm overly, in some senses, polite, right? In some senses, I'm very polite. I have a big deal about respect. Respect is paramount for me. RIP. Respect is paramount. That's the first thing you're supposed to be given, and that's the first thing you should receive. Respect, right? And I show that by being respectful of other people's platforms, of other people's situations. That's it. If somebody is interested in the point of view that I have, then I expect them to do the due diligence and look up a motherfucker's channel, just like I do when I sit in the peanut gallery. Like, who is this dude? What's his name? Put this shit into the search and find out where his channel is. Like, what are you talking about? Bam. Okay. Carrying on. Otherwise, I don't do that shit the other way. It's just me. I'm just a different fucking dude. Like my first intro always said, I'm different. Yes, I'm different. I am a different type of motherfucking dude. That's not how I see to do things. Just not. Don't make it right. Don't make it wrong. I just don't see that's the way to do it. And what I saw while I was watching that shit was just that, which made it irritating to listen to because they're not talking about the goddamn topic. They divert on to some other shit they want to say for themselves. Nigga, you could have said that on your channel. Or in the chat box from the peanut gallery. It's just as many eyes on the peanut gallery as it is on the screen to see who's sitting up there. Fuck, somebody come to hear your bullshit. So I listen to that shit. And I don't necessarily like Obsidian. I don't like the sound of Obsidian's voice because he gets all over the goddamn place. And he did it a couple of times in that interview. But Obsidian is an OG for this shit. He is. Don't take that away from him. He is an OG at this shit. And he did a decent fucking interview. He did. But why? Why did he do a decent interview? Because he grew up on that same model like I did of people doing talk shows and conversations with people they do not agree with, but they sat down and had a fucking conversation. They had a discussion and kept it factual, not feelings-based, factual. And just had a discussion. He ran it like that, and that worked for me. I don't need all the emotionality and people talking over each other because once the fucking Negroes got up there, that's the fuck you got. People yelling all over each other and don't know how to maintain themselves, hold their patients, take their fucking medication. Shut the fuck up. You're ruining the goddamn vibe of maturity. Fucking hell. Don't know how to wait your turn. You will get to speak when called on by the host. Look, the rest of that shit, I'll give Pearl some credit. If you had a whole sphere of black folks pissed off at your ass, it takes a lot of goddamn nuts ovaries, I see, to get your ass on the Black News panel and let these black folks come up there and try to throw darts at your ass, to punch you in the face. Because that wasn't no goddamn kissing booth that was going on. That was an open invitation for people to come up there and give her the motherfucking business. Oh, and fuck you, Jason Black. That's what it was. Open invitation to jump up there and talk your shit right to her fucking face. And I was kind of surprised at who didn't show up. If the old man is to be believed that he sent the open invitation to all these people that had something to say about her, she asked for them, he sent the message, they didn't fucking show. And I'm like, wow, really? She came into one of the black churches so y'all can say what y'all had to say to her. She did a whole fucking town hall that regardless of what you feel about old man, you know who the fuck he is if you in the black space. And you know how a panel works. So you could have showed up and turned up and called her every kind of bitch, hoe, slut, Johnson rider that you could ever think of. How ugly she was, you could have said all that same shit. And you didn't show up to the open invitation? Ha! That's pretty goddamn funny to me. That's pretty damn funny to me. Even if Obsidian is full of shit and he didn't send no invitations out to people, you didn't hear about it? Really? You didn't hear the rumblings when that shit started up? He was on for a good, 3 hours. You didn't hear the rumblings? Obsidian got that bitch on his panel right now. You know how motherfuckers talk? Especially in black YouTube, boy, it's the fastest game of telephone going. Oh, bullshit. 1 second, y'all. Nobody sent you a pigeon, threw a kite up in the air, nothing like that. Threw a smoke signal, said, hey, they mentioned your name. And she healed. Go get that bitch. Nobody said nothing. That mean, to me, that mean the shit you said was just for clicks and views. That's what that mean, and that's a bad look. That is a bad look. That means you're opportunistically reactionary. That's what that means. And I know that's a complicated couple of words to say, but that's what I do, nigga, because language is my thing. D. Rimney said, that's why I don't watch panels much. I leave once the panel starts. Yeah. That's why I try to run my panel the way I run it. I don't like all that over talking and shit. I don't like over talking in regular people live conversations. That shit is annoying to me. I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert with extroverted tendencies. I don't need all that yapping in my fucking ears. I got really good hearing, nigga. That bothers the shit out of me. That bothers the absolute shit out of me. The more motherfuckers talk over each other like that, the more you'll see me sitting back and being quiet. I'm not interested in that shit. That's not a conversation. Trying to fucking be stressing my goddamn throat out, trying to be the loudest dumbass in the room. Fuck you. Yeah, that shit drive me crazy. BGS, no. Because I always said that shit about the Coliseum. Love the Coliseum. When it got into that shit, I didn't enjoy it. Did not enjoy it. I was unplugged. Like, nigga, you never seen a man staring at a computer yelling so much. Shut the fuck up, nigga! Asking dumb questions and shit. Shut up! God damn. It's funny as hell to me when I catch myself doing it. It's funny as hell to me when I catch myself doing it. But I do it. It happens. I don't like listening to stupid people who can't form a point, who only repeat somebody else's point that they just said. They just want to reframe it out of their own mouth because it sounds better to them. I said, nigga, you ain't got nothing to say. Shut the fuck up. The fuck off the panel. You ain't got nothing to add. Step the fuck down. You don't have to be up there. Oh my God. What up, Dr. T? Yeah, I know you're an introvert too. Look, I smell my own, homie. I smell my own. But that's why I break it down, just because Valdez has been doing a stellar job breaking down this Sigma male shit for you people. I am a Sigma. I can lead, I do not choose to. But I'm also not interested in all the rest of that bullshit. Let the popular people have it. I'm not interested in that shit. I'm really not. I'm an introvert with extroverted tendencies, which means I watch. What have I just been telling y'all I do here? Aquatechie, I'm an INTJ as well. I'm an architect. Imagine that. The artisan is an architect type of personality. Look, I'm a psych student. You know how many fucking psychological tests I've taken? A bunch of them. Like I explained to my old co-worker, nigga, I know how to make these tests. I've studied how to make these tests to figure out how to get information out of your ass about what type of person you are. Just from answering a question. Introvert's a symbol. No, I'm an introvert with extroverted tendencies. Because I could be out there if I want to. I choose not. I'm not interested in the spotlight, nigga. I'm not. You can have that shit. It's bullshit. It's bullshit to me. I'd rather say what the fuck I gotta say, drop it like a time-delayed bomb, and walk the fuck away. Let you figure it out. Like the Egyptians. I'm gonna build these goddamn pyramids and let them figure it out for a couple thousand years how we did this shit. Like, them niggas do that. They only use these tools? How the fuck did they do that? Oh, it was aliens. I got it. It was fucking aliens helped them. We just couldn't be smart, right? And y'all just can't be stupid. Okay, whatever. Anyway, it's 8:08. That means I'm 8 minutes late. I need to get in here and get to my meeting. I just wanted to say this because, like I said, I told AB I started this stream just for him. One of the interesting things I saw, AB, listen to the old man, that motherfucker stole my transporter sound. Yo intro, he stole that shit, nigga. He stole that shit. But he used it in a funny way. He used it to boot people out the chat room. He called it beaming them up. I heard that shit. It's like, motherfucker, what? Oh, really? This is what we doing? I mean, it's not mine. I don't own the shit. But he used the exact same one. The exact same one. I was like, oh, that was funny. And then the Dolomite, bitch, are you for real came up too. I was like, I've heard a couple of people use that shit since I put it on there. Funny. Funny. So I guess a lot of people do listen that I don't know about. I got some really interesting ninja watches. I swear to God, I got some really interesting ninja watches. And this is what you see when you cruise these YouTube streets. You roll to them, see what people got going on. What kind of street fair is this? What they doing over there? You hear some really interesting shit. And you can see where everybody picking up shit, where they picking up their jewels from. Very interesting. So I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get inside. It's raining today. It's gonna be a fucking wet and shitty ass day. But I need my coffee first, so I'm gonna get in here on a mad one. So thank you guys for showing up. I have been the Artisan MC. You've just heard a geek speak, and I will see you guys next time. Peace. How you like that shit, y'all?